Thanks, Lindsay. Sam Darnold is hoping for a much different result this time against the Rams compared to last month when he threw 4 interceptions in the Seahawks' loss at SoFi Stadium. Darnold said afterwards that he needed to do a better job of getting through his progressions, not locking onto one side of the field. None of the 4 picks he threw were on throws to Rashid Shaheed. He was only in his second game with Seattle after they acquired him in a trade with the Saints. His timing and connection with Darnold was not yet there, but it is now. Shaheed has emerged as a complementary option to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Over the last 2 games, he's caught 9 passes for 141 yards, including 2 big catches on their game-winning drive against the Colts.
Okay, so through week 10 of the season, thanks to our reporters, Sam Darnold led the NFL in QBR, yards per attempt, and yards per completion. However, since week 11, that matchup against the Rams, Darnold ranks near the bottom half of the league in each of those categories. And Dan, you've talked in recent weeks about some struggles on that Seahawks offense. Where does it start?
They're one-dimensional. They try to run the football, and they can't. The problem is they get to 2nd and 5, want to run the football, and they're in 3rd and 7. So it's a multitude of things. This is actually a good starting point on the toss. Tight end has to get up to that second-level linebacker. They don't. This is 2nd and 6. Now we're in 3rd and 9. Disadvantage for the offense. Let's pull the backside guard. This is a problem for them, their right guard. That's a huge seam if we just get that block. Meet in the backfield, 3 yards of penetration, that 2nd and 5 becomes 3rd and 8. Now this time they actually do a decent job up front. I would tell the back, hit it downhill, but he's starting to cut back into a run pressure. That is 2nd and 7. We're now in 3rd and 6. And then you get underneath the center, you're trying to get a counter. Once again, good starting point, tight end whiffs. And so usually in your run game, it's always somebody that misses that block. And I think that's where Seattle is they've got an issue at right guard, both in the run and the pass game. But when they're trying to run the football on 2nd and easy downs, it's almost hurting them more on 3rd down. And being one-dimensional against an elite defense or high-end one like the Rams, I think, is an issue.
The Rams are going to dare them to run the ball. I expect them to play with a lot of light boxes in this one. Going back and watching some of Sam's struggles the first time around, a couple of things that I think that Seattle can do to try to improve on that performance. One, I would put him on the move a lot in this game. So the Rams pass rush under Chris Shula came in with a plan clearly to try to get pressure in the interior, ran tons of games, blitzes coming up the middle, but they left the edges actually soft. And when they did run a few bootlegs in this game, they had success. I'd rather see even just like a short little bootleg to a tight end on second.
Yeah, it's a big one. You know, they all are at this point in the season. And obviously we know we're playing a team that's had a ton of success this year. It's a tough place to play. It's a tough team to play because of who's on the field and who's coaching them. We understand that. You know, and this is what you love playing NFL football for. It's a quick turnaround to get this one going, which is sometimes difficult. But, you know, we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Laura, preparation on a short week is always
rather than an unsuccessful run. I think they'll have some success there. They got to come in with a plan for the 5-man pressures. They're going to use that. And then the disguised coverage is something that Sam has been struggling with over the last month. Teams have doubled their use of disguise against him. His numbers against that have dropped precipitously. You're seeing him not quite confident in what he's seeing downfield. Totally. Got to come in with a better plan.
Yeah. In relation to Sam right now He did such a good job of clicking through progressions until that Rams game. And you even heard it in the report with Lindsay and Brady of talking about that being the concern. That's going to be something that the Rams are going to constantly change the picture. I think it'll be huge for Kubiak, their offensive coordinator. And also, I'd make Forbes tackle. Forbes is a great cover corner. He has not tackled well recently. I would make him tackle on the perimeter to Jackson.
Man, this game is just 2 days away, and it has massive implications.
All right, let's do this. 3 weeks to go. We are week 16, and we are kicking it off with the most important game of the season to this point, Rams and Seahawks. We have a Saturday doubleheader, including Packers-Bears. Woo! We have Bucks at Panthers for the NFC South lead.
The Packers and the Bears.
Yeah, we shut up, Pete. It all started at Lambeau for Kyle, and it's coming down to this. Pete!
Look at that.
Huge week.
Look at that.
12-5.
On fire.
You're up by 10 on Kyle now.
Yeah, I've been hot. I've been having some good little runs here, and 12-5, I'll take it.
Pete's feeling himself. Can you tell?
Yeah, that means, you know what that means?
What?
When you're 12-5 1 week, picking games in the NFL, picking all the games, you're usually going to be 5-12 the next week. So take that for what it's worth with my picks this
That was impressive. I saw my record through text from Jack, but I didn't know that you had such a hell of a week. That's great, Pete.
I had a good week.
Pulling away.
Yeah.
Most people fade you on picks, so they are not having a good season.
What gives with that?
You know, it's funny because I get those comments on Twitter sometimes. I won money picking against you. I won my pool picking against you. And I'm like, really? This week you did?
No, not
all weeks?
Not this past week. 12-5.
Show us your slips, liars.
He's on a heater. Well, let's start it off with a great game that's basically a pick-em Thursday night football. It's the Rams at the Seahawks. This line has kind of been flipping back and forth between the two. Rams slight favorites, even though it doesn't appear like Devontae Adams is going to be able to play in this game.
It doesn't, and that's a big issue for them because I always say it balances the field. And when you don't balance the field, what do? You use a lot of 3 tight ends, which they've been using a lot of anyways. I just think it puts more on Sean McVay and Matt Stafford. I'm worried a little bit about Sam Darnold in the moment. Last week he didn't play very well. And there's a history of him, kind of curling up in the fetal position at times in big games, and so I worry about that. But I don't think it's happening because I don't like what I've seen from the Rams defensively in the last couple of games. They've been getting hit by the big play. The secondary hasn't played as well. They're not rushing the passer as well as they had been. I'm going to take Seattle in this spot at home. I think that place is going to be electric and jumping. And by the way, did he throw 4 interceptions the last time they played?
He did.
And they had a chance to win the game despite the fact he threw 4 interceptions. I think they win the game this week.
You know what? You make a lot of good points. But I'm so frustrated with the Seattle Seahawks because I thought they were going to beat the Indianapolis Colts by 3 possessions this past game. And the fact that a 44-year-old quarterback was in there hanging around tells me that an even better quarterback that's in his 40s is going to be able to go up there and sling this thing around. Look, I know Devontae's out, but who likes to flex their brain muscle harder than Sean McVay? That guy's out there doing 200 IQ stuff all the time in the run game, in the pass game. I think we're going to see him in his full power. Give me the Rams in this one. I don't care where they're playing, who they're playing.
Did you just make Matthew Stafford 40 plus?
Oh, what is he, 38?
I think he's 37.
Yeah, well, we round up.
we rounded up all right.
I mean, the guy's been in the league forever.
Yeah,
you know what? You know why I
years,
think he's 40 plus? Because he got beat for 8 years physically and on paper. They got beat every week.
Plus, what do I tell you all the time?
Dog years for
what do I
Matt
tell
Stafford.
you all the time? Me and you are the same age because you got NFL years.
Exactly.
You tell Kyle's seat is up a lot higher
Hold
this
on.
week than
Let me fix that. And for those of you at home, I did mic myself up, so it may not look as beautiful.
Usually he has a handler in here who
Stop it.
It does.
That's ridiculous.
Your handler was in the restroom. It's okay. You have to do your handle yourself.
I had to handle myself.
By the way, Kyle got violently ill last week after doing the post show with us. Didn't show up.
I saw my best bet record.
He had a good week, though. Just
Pete,
not good enough.
Sam Darnold has really struggled against the Rams lately. You mentioned earlier this season the 4 picks, but remember last year?
Yeah.
Wild card round.
Yep.
Lost 27-9, sacked 9 times by this Sean McVay defense.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be different. He's at home. And this Rams defense in the secondary has been giving up a lot of big plays, and I think there's going to be opportunities for him to hit those big plays. You're right about last week, though. They did not play the way I expected them to play. That Colts defense was pushed around by Jacksonville the week before. They went up there and they kind of did the dictating to that side of the ball. They got to be better on offense. I think Darnold will be better on offense. I'm putting my faith in Sam Darnold in this game.
Wow.
Even even though it's mid-December.
Yep.
Okay.
Timestamp that.
All right.
Yeah.
Not a pumpkin yet. That's going to be a huge game on Thursday night. Winner of that game is going to have the leg up for the 1 seed in the NFC and that bye all the way to the Super Bowl, home field advantage all the way to the Super Bowl. We have much